Hello everyone, Impiator here, and welcome back to my Newcomer's Guide for Elden Ring. This is part 26. So in the last episode, we made it to the Caria Manor, and we defeated the boss, and we now are at the Royal Moon Gazing Grounds. We haven't collected all the items that are in here yet, though. In fact, some of them require us to actually head west of here. But we are going to pick up all the rest of the items. So I'm first going to go back down the path that we came. So head left over here. Man, I'm still getting appraisals for those messages. That's funny. Anyway, we'll give this guy a stab. So head along this left path here. We don't need to mess with the giant, unless you just want to. So jump over here. Drop down here. Then we're going to jump over here. And we're going to climb up the opposite side now. So we're going back up the right side because there are two enemies on the left there. We're going to go and sneak up behind them and deal with them that way. Alright, so we got them both. Now we're going to head out here. We got some drops to do and some jumps. If you want to kill the pots, you can. It's not required, however. So come over here to grab a cracked pot. Ow. Alright, all the pots are dead. On that level, let's go down. Alright, so we're going to keep heading down, keep killing pots, or avoiding them. Oh, didn't mean to use that. Alright, I think that's all of them here. Alright, so we're going to drop down here. So we've got an Ash of War, Carrion Grandeur. Now we're going to go ahead and head back to where we fought Loretta. So next we're heading outside. We're not yet done picking up all the items, but some of the stuff can only be picked up outside. So I'm going to go right first, because there's more stuff to the left to grab. Right's basically a dead end. So we're going to follow this path. Kill the enemies along it if you want. Otherwise, we'll go and grab a Grace over here, and we're next going to head forward into a graveyard. So we're going to take the right path. Worth noting, by the way, that there is Glove Gravewort in here, so you might want to run around all of these little areas, picking it up. But we're going to just follow the path for now. When the path splits, take the right split. So we got some ashes. And you'll notice that there is a chair right there. Artist chair. Talk about that here in a moment once I kill off all these enemies. Alright, so we got the Juvenile Scholar Cap, and we got Larval Tier. So you might remember we went over to the Artist Shack, and we got the Resurrection Painting. So this is actually the completion of that little side quest. Otherwise, though, we're going to follow this path back to the main path. More Glovewort. And there are some wolves here. So. This one doesn't have a sword. Get the big guy away from his partners, though, you'll be able to have your wolves help with the fight. Alright, so now we've gotten them away from their companions. Now these guys should be a heck of a lot easier to deal with. So some Mikola's lilies back here if you want them. Again, crafting items and they don't respawn. Neither does the glove warp, by the way, so you want to go from for each of these little areas, pick up all the stuff that's around them. We'll get a little bit of extra glove warp. Otherwise, though, we're heading over here. If you want to go rest, you can. This guy, however, is not that difficult. So this guy uses rowdy magic, very much the same as the other Alabaster Lord that we dealt with. Anyway, you're going to get the meteorite ability that he was using against you, and that will wrap up the fight. Alright, so now we are headed back. We've got a few destinations. We're going to head over here. Actually, we're going to head over here, and then finally to Ranni's Rise. We're actually, I take that back. We're going to go get some items. So let's do that first. Let's go get some items. I'm going to travel back to the Royal Moon Grazing Grounds. Where am I? There it is. Okay, so now that we're out here, we're going to travel left. At the split, turn left. You'll see this as a marker. So come down here first. We'll explore up top here in a minute. Otherwise, we got NPC. Don't kill him. So talk to him and he will offer up some of his wares. He's a salesman. You'll see, though, that there are a bunch of dead people here. We'll come back to deal with that a little bit later. So he's got larval tears, cookbooks, ashes of war. When you complete some quests, he will, of course, end up dropping the, what do you call it? The bell bearing that he has. Otherwise, if you want to buy stuff from him, go ahead. Next, we're going to come up here. Got Old Fang. Then we're going to drop off of here. Looks like you shouldn't be able to make that, but you can. So drop down here. Some slumbering eggs. These are a crafting item. Then we got a stone sword key. And that gets everything inside this place. Let's head back to the Royal Moon gazing grounds. I was about to say grazing. Alright. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go there, then around here, and then to Ranni's Rise over here. We'll access the other stuff once we talk to Ranni. Alright, so over here... we get Chilling Mist. Be careful of the dragon, by the way. We do not really want to fight him right now. Roll around here, though, you'll see a path is going to open up. What is this? Anyway, Salubus's puppet. Do not touch. So roll through here. You might recognize this as Selin. Anyway, make sure you come down here, examine the wall over there. You can do it now, you can do it later, but either way, we're going to need to do it. And next we are headed for Ranni's Rise, which is currently the only open tower. So we got a grace. We're going to go ahead and head up using the elevator.
Oh, I believe it pleaseth Atane. I have no...
So, now that you know who she is...
I see. Indeed, I stole it. I did it. But sadly, I have slain. And it is and I performed all the curse now. The cow.
So, talk to her until she tells you to begone. Now we're going to head back to our buddy Roger.
So, I see when Ranni shed her, you know, but
Let him know about what
perhaps
Ranni
it's
said.
Forgive the how would you the location, the best way to know you've got what it not only are you can you be while in her and determine I realize but I know you've got.
So he wants us to trick Ranni into letting letting us become her servant.
Well, I took you no matter it's lay out your own.
Let's see. Looks like we can get our dagger up to plus 11 now. I'll do that. No other upgrades. Okay. Not that I do double daggers that often anyway, but either way, let's go ahead and travel back to Ranni's Rise.
The cow. Oh, thou wouldst afford it. Very well. There's nothing. What's more, I am cute. I'll allow it. And good. Good. There is. I have called. Ah, heed not. I'm sure the. So needs it hath been.
Alright, so now that she has accepted us into her service, we're going to head down and we need to talk to all 3 of her allies. So E.G.
Again, Akarian Roy, I'm told that I will. My never in I who fuck you let us give together. Together.
We'll also find Blythe down here as well.
Blythe, glad to have you in well. I'm still in the Eternals. I'm planning to go see if I can. See if I can't keep you waiting.
So he actually is going down to the Siofra Riverwell. We're actually going to be tackling at the end of this episode, moving towards, probably not going to finish it though. We're going to be going over to the other Riverwell instead, because it's got lower level content in it. Otherwise though, talk to Blythe, and then finally we got to talk to Saluvius.
Yes, I am. I don't know what, but since I ask, Iron Pig should, if it were up, but who? Iron Pig should, if it were up to, but who?
Anyway, repeat his or make sure his dialogue repeats, and then we're going to go ahead and head back up to Ranni.
I shall soon, and it will be this doll's. Still, I look. And it will be. I look for.
So she warns you that she's going to be entering a slumber soon. So now we're going to go talk to Saluvius. So he's in the 3rd tower. The 1st tower, by the way, that we saw when we came up here, we can't access yet, so... But this one we now can. So at the top of this one, by the way, is another memory stone. So we'll go ahead and climb up here. There's also Blythe's Black Wolf mask. And I think that's actually his head, not just the mask. But either way, it allows you to make yourself look like Blythe.
Well, did you not realize? Perhaps I'd like you to find even you.
So, he will not tell you about the stuff that he wants you to do with Nefeli and whatnot. He won't let you progress all of that stuff anyway. You can still accept the task anyway, but we won't be able to fully finish it until you analyze his work in the other area that we picked up before. So, go ahead and accept his task. He gives you Seleuvis's poison.
I expect.
I'm sorry, potion.
Are we and I have enough. The only thing are we and I have enough.
Okay. So once he has finished repeating himself, we're going to head back to the round table hold. Now, this potion that he just gave you, now that we've explored his lair a little bit, we know that he's got puppets. So, kind of leave you to do the sleuthing there, but you basically have 3 choices on what to do with this potion. The first is to do as Seleuvis asks. You give it to Nefeli here. That will end her quest prematurely, and that will progress his quest. Option number 2. Is head over to the other side here and take it into this room here where you'll find the Dung Eater. We have not yet accessed the Dung Eater because we have to reach a specific location first, Lanedale, so be aware of that. But you can give it to him and he will drink it. That will end his quest prematurely. Alternatively, we can give it to Gideon, which is what I'm going to recommend for your first playthrough.
Is that potion what I think it is? Bloody Solomon.
Oh, at the round table.
But, oh,
We're going to hand over the potion.
Just tell him that despite his inevitable.
So obviously he's not going to drink it, but we are going to tell Seleuvis that we had Nefeli drink it. Alright, so talk to Seleuvis.
Well done. Very well. Knowledge of the... I doubt much of it will, if you put your mind to it.
So talk to him
wish
again.
begin, right? Well,
So ask him about his chambers.
you break into a man's private... Your officiousness knows fine and well. You tricked Nefeli and had her drink the... I believe that makes you my... You yearn for a puppet of your... Well, normally. But perhaps now.
So he's going to let you choose a puppet. So people that he has turned into puppets.
So, it's... I may have expected...
Anyway, you can study sorcery from him. You can bring him scrolls. I don't recommend bringing him scrolls, however, because certain events will progress his storyline beyond a point where we can buy stuff from him. I'll just say that. It'll be a little while before that happens, of course, so you can still study his sorcery, but I would still take the scroll over, of course, to Muriel. Otherwise, though, that has progressed his story. We're going to head back to the round table hold.
Always good to...
So talk to him.
Lately, I feel I'm on the precipice of falling in, and so I just want to, since you're so...
Anyway, so go ahead and talk to him. That will progress his dialogue. And with that, we are next going to finally head towards the well over here. So let's head for the East Tableland location. So as usual with these guys, bonk sticks work really well. Heavy attacks will work even better because we can knock him on his butt. Rinse and repeat. And he's dead. Alrighty, so we have now reached the Ainsel River well. You already see some of what we're going to have to deal with in the next episode. A bunch of giant ants. But until then, that's, I think, going to do it for this episode. In the next episode, we're going to complete the Ainsel River well, and then we're actually going to be heading towards the Siofra River as well. Though we're not going to complete that area, I don't think. So with that out of the way, thank you everybody for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Later.